More than a that, more than a that.
Join the More Than a Dad family by following us on Instagram, subscribing to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to join our Facebook group for daily questions, motivation, dad jokes, and new dad tips. If you enjoy our podcast, please leave us a review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Be sure to like, comment, and share our content with other parents. Last but not least, make sure you check out our new merch. The link is in the bio of our Instagram as well as the description of this YouTube video. We are truly grateful and thanks for supporting More Than a Dad. Welcome to More Than a Dad podcast. I'm your host, Lou Mobley. I'm joined by the coolest guy on earth, Dre Moore.
What's good?
I got very, very special guests, man. Somebody from my childhood, the neighborhood, somebody we really grew up with, man. I'm happy to be reconnecting with them, how they turning out in life. You know, we got Ricky Chase the Green in the building. What's up, baby?
Yeah, what's up? What's up, bro? I appreciate you. Yeah, it's been a long time coming, but I'm excited to be here, bro. Like, you probably don't understand, bro.
No, man, we always start off, man. How's dad life, man?
Oh man, it's love. It's always love, but it's a little complicated co-parenting from like two different homes. You know what I'm saying? The kid's not with me, so you start. It's like a sense of like you lose control a little bit with your kid that I think we all should have, like naturally. Like before, like laws and stuff like that, I think like naturally, if that's our child, like, but it get complicated. But you try to like not let the child feel none of that, which I think is the most important. But at times I let it stress me because of how it go between me and like my kid's mother. But I take it a day at a time. Like it's all love. Like I love my kids, man. That's all.
No, just speak a little bit about how like being a dad changed you. You know, like we all grow up how we grow up, you know, and go down different paths. But like sometimes just having a baby just make you a different man.
Yeah, I think for real with me, it slowed me down. Once I found out like I had a child, like it slowed me down. My first child, like I'm real fast, I think, at heart, like, whether I'm writing, trying to play a game, trying to learn something, like, I just, like, my pace was always, like, fast. Then when I had a kid, like, decision-making and choice-making had to change, like, whether it was, it could be, like, life addictions, like gambling, drug use, like, everything else, you just start to owe, like, a lot of your time and your, like, choice-making. We start owing them that. I never even thought of that, so I just said it right now. Like, we start owing them our choice-making, bro. And
yeah,
it's like, yeah, so I kind of like snatched away from the streets a lot after I was incarcerated and away from my son during like incarceration. So then I just stopped doing a lot of stuff that I was doing illegally, I could say, like, that would land me away from him again. I could say that for sure. And then I think it changed my character. Like, I think it softens any human being's heart when you have a child, like, no matter how hard you was or how tough you was, like, you have a child, especially like a daughter. I always wanted a daughter. I don't have a daughter, but I thought I was gonna say that on here. Yeah, but like you have a child, it's like it like soften your heart, give you a soft side. Everything could be going wrong. You go home and your kids smile at you and look you in your eyes, and you know, as dads, like we know that feeling. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes they get you through the day, the night. It gets you through the week, the month.
Yeah.
Like you have nothing else, and to hear they giggles or they cries even sometimes, like just get us through the most. So like. That's another reason it's complicated, not like me not living with my children or them not living with me. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I deal with that daily also.
Yeah, the co-parenting thing is always difficult. Like I tell people that, like, because you really got to give control. Like you see control to another person. You know what I'm saying? So like your baby mom could be making decisions. Like she don't always consult with you with decisions she gonna make. She just gonna like do whatever she feel like is in her best interest, which is cool because you moving however you moving. But at the same time, like it's two parents. It ain't just you, it's me and you. But I say that all the time. Like once you be out the house, like your input like be real minimal. Like if they don't want to consider your input, like they don't. So no, I definitely understand that. It's definitely like trying and definitely difficult.
No, just being away from the kids. You mentioned being, incarcerated and not being there. Just talk about that as a dad. Like, what was that like? Obviously being, away, and you not being able to see them when you want to and stuff like that.
Yeah, like it's unfortunate. It was real unfortunate. Like I was locked up, so like I never like got to change Pampers or like the early stages of like their childhood. Like both of my sons, like you get what I'm saying. So I remember that vividly doing something to me the most. Like damn, because I'm the oldest child, so I didn't change my little brothers. I didn't change my little sister. You get what I'm saying? Being the oldest child, I done did stuff for other kids, and I know that I never did for my child. And that really bothered me to this day. So like that's why like the timing is so precious, and it's like every day away from bothering me. But try not to complain and just go each day like just pray for the best, hope for the best.
No, I think you really embody this oldest kid thing, yo. Like even in all our conversations, even growing up, like playing sports, like your dynamic and your role in the household has always been like what does it really mean to be the oldest child, bro?
I think like the first thing I think of is like leadership and responsibility. Like to this day, like if I'm around my brothers and sisters, like I may curse the less. You know what I'm saying? At times, I'm not saying like I'm perfect or I don't curse or I don't do nothing bad, but I may curse the less, like my comfortability. But I just went through the stages of, I guess my parents' parenting, like of just like more respect. But I guess we seen that happen in the generations too. But I just was like, I some of the morals and ethics we learned from our parents. Like I think I hold on to them like more so being the oldest. You get what I'm saying? I remember more. I had more time with them. That's all. So like being the oldest, I would have to clean the house the most, or I had to do the most dishes or the most work.
Right.
So it kind of I was kind of cool with doing the most and taking the slack off of their backs or something like that, and just giving them the little part. Or we carry all the bags. My sister don't carry nothing. It kind of like molded me like in a good way, because I never see like an old lady walk past to this day and I don't help with their bags, or elderly woman and don't help with their bags, or elderly man. You get what I'm saying? Just anything. Or watch them bend over to pick up something that I could pick up in a way faster pace. Like it instilled a lot of stuff in me, and I think I just big on that. Still around my siblings.
Yeah, I definitely get that, yo. Like it's
took that leadership on, man.
Yeah, I mean, but you also as the oldest brother, you go through everything first too.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
So you kind of like, my brother always say like, Lou, it's easy for you to stay to the right. I done made all the little dumb mistakes for you.
Yeah, right. And I was kind of about to say that too when you start speaking on it, because like, yeah, like my whole thing is even with the streets, like I don't even be wanting them to be that street inclined. You get what I'm saying? Because of what happened to me in the streets. You get what I'm saying? It's not even from like before jail time and deaths. You got like backstabbing. You got like people stealing from you, people trying to hurt you, people trying to really kill you. That could be friends first, like real betrayal and stuff like that you want people to. And it's not just in the streets, but in the streets is a higher rate of coming across it. So I kind of look at, and then me, I always think I was like aware. I was aware, like even if I was doing something wrong, I was aware of what I was doing. I was aware of the consequences. So like, just if I was to watch my brothers and sisters go down the same road, like it would make no sense. You know what I'm saying?
That's big though, because a lot of people don't even embrace that. Like a lot of people would just be like, let them bump their head. They got to figure it out on their own. I had to figure it out on my own. Yeah. You took the stance of like, let me show you what not to do. Let me try to keep you away. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't do that.
And when I was locked up, somebody, older guy told me, I think I was in the county jail. He was like, a fool learned from his own mistakes, and a wise man learned from other people's mistakes. Right. And when he said that, I immediately thought of me being a fool, right? And I'm like, all right, I'm getting locked up with a firearm. Got locked up again with a firearm, and everybody I grew up with is carrying firearms. And I'm thinking, like, I kept getting locked up with the firearm. I must be the fool. Like, I'm getting locked up with the firearm. I'm like, I must be the fool. They're learning how not to move off of what I was doing wrong. Maybe because I had a gun on me 24/7 or whatever. However I was just moving was just like the opposite way to move. And I thought like, damn, are people home because of that? And then I was just like, I can't be that. And like, I really ain't been back to jail. You know what I'm saying? So like, I just couldn't be the fool too much longer. You get what I'm saying? And to watch your people, let alone like your siblings, your brothers and sisters, or your kids, like, I think that's just like selfish. Because a lot of the stuff they gonna go through is inevitable if you doing certain things. Like, you get what I'm saying? You selling drugs in the streets, it's inevitable that you're gonna be arrested, attempted robbery, anything. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, yeah, it's cut and dry with us.
You know what? Every time I look at you, man, I just think of Ricky and Romar that comes to my block with half football equipment on. Like, that's how I still remember y'all, even though a lot of time that passed in, maybe, 15 years, but I still remember when y'all first moved in that house across the street from me. And I'm like, dang, they play organized football. Dang, what we gonna do?
Right.
Like, and like, I still remember us in our childhood and our friendship from then, like, to hear how our past went differently. Like, I just have to ask, like, when did you kind of get attracted to the streets like that?
It's crazy you asked that. It really was, I was just saying that to my man in the car. It really was like later in the game. I really started getting into what I thought I was into maybe when I was like 18 or 19, when usually people in the streets, they kind of like gravitate to what they going to do around maybe 14, 15, 16. And it's getting younger as the generations go by, if you ask me, in my opinion. Right. But, yeah, maybe people was probably already doing what they was doing at 15, 16. It took me till I was like 18, 19 to like where I think I was just thought I was responsible for myself. Like, all right, I could do what I want now. And that's more so like how it went down. Like, I was whether it was smoking weed or whatever. It was later for me.
Yeah, I remember just like, I guess I went to college, right? And then
yeah.
And then that's my
I think we went to college the same year. Oh, 2007, right?
Yeah, 2007.
We went to college. I ain't I was staying on campus, but I was going back every weekend.
Where you go to college at?
I went to Manor College in Abington or Jenkintown, and then I went to CCP also.
Okay, all right.
But I was staying on campus at Manor College.
Right.
And I was coming back to Philadelphia every weekend. And then I think I finished the year, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna take off for a little bit. I remember my dad, wife was like, no, don't take off. You're not gonna want to go back. I took off, never went back. Got like into the streets, started getting arrested, and it seemed like it happened. Like, as soon as I decided to make the bad decision, like, you get what I'm saying?
I just feel like you always was like, when we was in middle school, you was always smart. Like, I always say to you, like, the teachers will call on me. If I'm not paying attention, I get called on, I'm really not gonna know the answer.
Right.
If they call on Rick, he know the answer. Like, he could be the butt of the joke. You feel me? Right. And he'll turn around and be like, yeah, it's 65. Like, he'll know.
Cause he hearing it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know that because like I do that a lot. Like, people like, yo, you just not paying attention. Like, I'm listening to everything that's going on around me, whether you know that I'm focused on it or not. You know what I'm saying? So like, if I see it, and then I got like a real photographic memory. I don't know if yours is the same way, but if I see something once, I'm gonna remember it. Like, I always used to be good at taking tests. Like, Ern always said that, because Ern used to do all the work and used to get low test scores. But my test scores always used to be higher than his. And he'd be like, yo, you don't do no work, how your test score is higher? Because if I see it one time, I'm gonna remember it. So it's easy. Like, if I seen this answer and you give me multiple choice, I'm just gonna pick the thing that I seen before. Whether I know is right 100%. But if I seen it once, I'm gonna remember it. And that's just
it's like, for me, it was more so like that fast pace. So I remember clear as day too, like, as the teacher is writing on the board, like, it could be 24 times 2. When I saw the times table go in there, multiplication already clicked in my head. When I saw the 2 get marked on the board, I was already filling out so that's probably more so what you saw, Lou. That's probably more so what you saw, but it's still about that pace thing, like fast, advanced. And then they got us with the speed. I remember doing the speed test, like the math speed test. Yeah. I remember being so adamant about winning. And if I can remember, I probably never won in my class. Like, I would always come like maybe a couple people after the first person or something, but I would never win them. And that was one thing that I was real focused on in school, is beating and I remember that, and it's crazy. It's really a curse to, like, me trying to move so fast. Like, a lot of go bad doing it fast. Like, you get what I'm saying? Probably anything you do too fast, like drinking, eating. Like, you get what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Now that I sit here and think about it, but like, yeah, like just at heart though, I was just born like it, like a fast pace, trying to be advanced, trying to be like.
I don't know what like a casual person thinks of like somebody that may be in the street, like they may not be smart, they may not be book smart. I'm telling you right now, Rick was book smart in school. Now, is he performing like that on every report card? I don't know, but he was smart. Like, and they couldn't jam him up in school. Like I said, trying to catch him off guard in class. Like it just didn't happen. So like, you know, I look at him now and I can see why he got so much. When you talk to him about music or whatever, like everything is so big picture. Like he don't think like
Right,
he don't really think like a worker or
right,
like somebody
yeah.
down here with this level of education. He think like somebody that's trying to build it up.
I appreciate
Right.
that, bro. But yeah, like yeah, that's what it is. Like out the box in advance, like not. But like my dad used to do this thing. Like when we was out of school, like during the summers, he summer school us. Like, and what he used to summer school us would be on it would literally be on the curriculum of next year's class.
Right.
Like if I was in 5th grade, he was giving me the 6th grade work before I went back to school, and I was like getting it, and it was advanced. And then when I go back and I'm answering the questions where I know how to do long division or such and such that he literally taught me, being advanced, I started liking that. You know what I'm saying? Not even about beating nobody or like winning. It wasn't even that thing, but just like I liked already knowing or like
Right.
locking in information. Like, you get what I'm saying? And
Your dad funny, man. He used to. I think you recently just told me a story about how he used to like he pulled up and gave me money for my report card one time, and what was he trying to? He was trying to.
on me.
He was
Yeah,
trying to
he
light
was
a
like-
fire under you.
Yeah, but he had really took a liking to Lou. I always see like my dad had a crazy way, a powerful way of teaching me and my brothers and sisters like life. Like, just life
About to get
teachings,
into it.
like life lessons, like, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, he wasn't telling me to be like Lou, but he was just basically saying like Lou lived like directly across the street from us. I know what he's trying to do. Like, he's right here, he's doing it. You can do it. Like, you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
look. And he was like, I remember him telling Lou, I told Ricky if he could, I think Lou had either straight A's or A's and B's, honor roll, something like just this perfect shit. They kept me perfect. I never was hating on him, but I just always remember like looking like, damn, how he do that shit? And my dad, like, I told him if he do that, he get a car. I'm in the back like, would he get me a car? Would he give me a car? Can I do that? I'm thinking like, how long it take Lou to do that? But I just remember always commending Lou. Lou even went to the college that my dad really wanted me to get into, IUP.
True.
Like, yeah,
He was trying
really-
to find different ways to motivate
Yeah.
you and use
Yeah.
stuff that you could like. It's visual
stuff he
aid,
thought I liked, maybe
right? Like
wasn't-
that you can
yeah.
relate to.
Yeah.
No, it's man. I always appreciate it. He always gave me good vibes and gave me pats on the back. I appreciated that because you know in your head like I'm making good grades because my mom and dad say so. You know what I mean? But to get that acknowledgement outside the house is like, oh yeah, that's what I should be doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying,
It works
man?
both ways.
You know, I want to get into like when do music come into play, man? You know, like when do you start like realizing like you want to be an artist or you want to take music seriously?
I always remember when I think I was like probably playing with rap when I was like 14, no, not even that early. Maybe 15, 16, just writing or freestyling, walking, reciting, just saying like hot lines. I remember I'm a rapper that started with hot lines at first. Like I'll be walking with my friends and just like say, yo, da-da-da-da.
Right.
And they be like, that's you? I think I'm one of the rappers that started like that. And then I was like, oh, I can do this. Like, it was easy. But I think in high school, when I got to high school, I started listening to more. I went to high school in North Philly, Benjamin Franklin. So I started getting into music more. Like, I started seeing artists like Gilly used to come to the school. You had Ram Squad, Richard Allen, kids used to always talk about. So I just started like getting deeper into music and who people was and who was from Philly that did music. And then I just started seeing like, damn, I could probably do this. So for a long time I was just writing, like probably not letting everybody hear my shit. My friends probably heard me rapping, but then again I got incarcerated. My incarceration, I sat and was writing, and then I was just like, hey, maybe this is something positive that I can do. Like maybe this is I really love doing it, so maybe I can make some money off it. I told myself that, and then I actually came home and like put it into fruition. Like I made money off of music. Like, and it's a great feeling. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even not off music, like just off the name or the brand, like clothing or booking a show. You get what I'm saying? So it's like a blessing.
How did you? So you had all that vision to have the merch and to do your own shows. Like that's something that you
not
built
really.
out.
My brothers and the team, like Chase the Green. My brothers and them really got the clothing line popping when I was locked up. Like they got they actually got the logo printed up. They start already selling the hoodies, distributing the hoodies, and already like the business side was there with them when I was not even there. You get what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Yeah, it's a lot.
So when I come home and I start rapping or whatever, and my momentum pick up, I think I just like try to run with that and just like, you know, we start producing more, we start putting out more hoodies, we start having more shows, so we start having the hoodies at our own shows. You get what I'm saying? More people start buying them. We shipping them to people in different cities. Not too many, but some people in different cities got hoodies, so it's like that was also love, but and it was like good money. Like I say, coming from the streets, feeling that industry, like not industry, but like positive money behind music or behind like a brand, like is a different feeling. It's like it's a feeling you get off of fast money in the streets, and then it's a feeling off of nobody can't take this money from me. You get what I'm saying? Like nobody can arrest me for this. Nobody can't say where you get this from.
Right.
That's a different feeling. Yeah, so that's what I got to witness.
I know, and it's crazy to hear you talk about it because I've seen you post like what you might get from your streams, right?
Yeah.
And even if it's not like millions of dollars at this point, and I hope you do get millions of dollars from it, but to hear you say like nobody can take that from me, like I earned this, like this was dope, and this is what the result of that was.
Yeah. Because like I said, setting out for me, like you said, I always think big. So we think like ownership, like we wanna own stuff. We want our name to mean something. We wanna have a legacy. We wanna leave something for the kids, which are the future. So like if we did leave a brand or a clothing brand, if the music died down, we just had other sections, whereas though we probably could eat, like we probably could never rap again, but if my brother print hats that say CDG, he can sell them probably for like another 10 years. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like, and that's like realistic. Like, so we actually put a lot of work in, and to see it come back can always be appreciated. You know what I'm saying? Because we come from nothing. Like we come from people not knowing us. We come from the most like gutter, like left off neighborhoods. You get what I'm saying? The back of South Philly, the bottom of South Philly. So like for other people in different countries, I had people in different countries reaching out like, or like my brothers and them have other people reaching out from different countries, different cities, and it'd be like amazing to me. Like sometimes it's mind blowing. But we appreciate it. We try to stay humble, like, and then we got a long way to go. Yeah.
Definitely be working. That shit is hard. I ain't gonna lie. I need a hoodie too.
I appreciate you. We actually gotta get some more in stock, right?
Yeah.
We actually gotta get some more in stock.
Definitely the hoodie.
I mean, we do the whole merch thing too. Like we building out our.
I see y'all got it popping, and it's a good look too.
Yeah,
it's a good look.
I feel like sometimes I tell Jay all the time, like somebody will read More Than a Dad on a hoodie, may not ever know it's a podcast, and like that hoodie meant something to them.
It still can stand by it.
It's stand by itself, right? And so it's like a standalone product, it's a standalone brand. So I think that's how we starting to look at it. It's like, yo, we might be a clothing brand that got a podcast. Like we may not be a podcast that got merch. Like it sound different.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? Like it's crazy, you know?
Yeah, and it's like the same thing Rick just was saying, because when you look at this stuff, like it don't say mute, it don't say rap. It's say Chase the Green with like I'm getting money, like however you get however you get money. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like it's the same concept. No, I get
It's
it.
like you can't miss, like for you to not agree with it, it's something not right with you, like yeah, you man.
Chasing nobody. So when you do it, so when you do some music, it's like it's off of you're not chasing the sound. It's just off of feeling. So you're not like they like, oh, you ain't got nothing for the ladies, and you trying to force yourself to create something.
See, chasing the sound, you'll be in the studio stuck like with writer's block. Every time you try to chase the sound, like force a song, you gotta feel, you gotta be in a feeling to even finish a song. And this is why people that see me write, I finish songs in like 20 minutes sometimes, an hour sometimes. But it takes some people, they got to take the song home. They got to get it sent. They got to wait a week. They got to wait a month. And he never wrote it. And it's like, I think they be trying to force something that they don't feel. Because to me, every time I felt this song, it's like I can write it all the way through. When I really feel like I can write it in a half an hour and like every word. When I'm forcing something, like it's hard to memorize it. It's just like a song you like. You
Right.
can memorize the song that you feel. Like if a female did something like this and you felt it and you hear it in the song, you can repeat it because you know it so well.
Right.
Yeah, and when rappers try to, yeah.
So you
I
don't
think
force it.
Yeah, I don't really force no music.
You ever so when you create and like you ever feel like you got something that's like I feel like this song is crazy, but people ain't gravitating towards it like that, or you fall into like you might have recorded something you felt was like that was alright, and people gravitate more towards that.
I think
Like, is it received the way you think it's going to be received, or like do they surprise you like that?
I think I'm always surprised. I think I'll be surprised with the low number ones and like my song that got the highest numbers. Like it's a surprise because my guess is never right. As far as like you could never guess the number, like, or this is going to do such and such. You could never guess the number. So I kind of don't get too wrapped up in that though. Like I just appreciate that people listen. Like I got some songs that hit thousands of views and some that just hit a couple hundred, and it's like I look at them the same, but I just look like maybe people. Sometimes you never know if they gave the song a chance,
right?
Because of the beat or because of the way I started off on the song. So you never know. Sometimes it's the name end of the song, and sometimes it's who's on the song. So you never know. But when you just check the statistics, and like me being independent, like I get to go see the numbers like personally, like each song. So when you go check it, like I mean. Yeah, I don't get caught up into it. I don't get caught up too much, but you can go check the numbers and see, like, all right, they like when you rap like this, but if you rap like this, ain't so many people gonna listen. Or if you rap with people who's rapping like this, you can see that within the numbers.
Yeah.
Do you got people like that you want to work with that you haven't worked with?
Like underground?
Either
underground artists. I mean,
or anybody local, I guess. I don't know.
Probably more female. I ain't really work with female artists too much. I really like Rocky though.
Yeah.
I would love to do a song with her. I think she like a great storyteller, like some Biggie shit.
Yeah, no, she dope. Yeah, I be seeing you move around a lot. I was about to say that's probably a hard question because Rick be around a lot of people.
Yeah, I done got to rap with. Even if you don't hear like the song out, like I got to rap with people or next to. Like,
yeah, oh, we watching.
And then like some of the, it's people that I wanted to feature from, and then they not rapping the same way that they was rapping when I wanted to feature. So it'd be like,
so then it's pointless.
Yeah, then I had fans that be like, you need to make music without features. You don't need features. So it'd be kind of like hard to juggle it and find a balance of what you want and what the fans want.
Right.
You want it for the business also.
I mean, are you in a space between like maintaining the core fans you got versus like growing them? Like we all want to like grow so we can be, you know, the biggest thing smoking.
I think I got the kind of fan base I probably don't really have to maintain. Like when you like coming from the streets to maintain our fan base, you just gotta maintain like a good name. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as I don't do nothing to break the code, for the most part, people that like my music is like can relate to it. Right. They need to hear more of it, get them through their day. It's motivational to probably some people from my neighborhood to hear it put together like that, or I don't know.
you know, it's funny. I like you and Frankie together.
Things I like. Me too. That's my favorite collab though.
Both.
I always tell him that.
Both the ones on the last project, and then the one that y'all go back and forth on the project before.
Yeah, Ruthless. That one got to the radio. The Cosmic Cap.
So what's that, 3? Like them. Like I like them 3 tracks. I like y'all together a lot.
Yeah. A lot of people do. So see, me and his tracks. And then me and Leaf Ward tracks do the most numbers like out of my features. That's something else I can track down. Like me and his tracks and me and Leaf Ward tracks go the craziest. Then Frank, I think what it is with Frank, like we got 2 total different sounds, but the relationship is so genuine. That's what I think makes the music. Right. To me, that's what I think make the music sound good. And for real, me and him will be in a studio debating for about 20 minutes before we start like laying verses. And that debate will make like the track heat up, if you ask me. But I think he probably agree with it too, though. Like
he has one of the most unique
sounds,
rap cadence styles.
Blues,
like it's almost like bro, it's almost like why is this not hitting for me listening to it with this ear right here? And then when you turn it sideways, it's like, yo, he is bodying this
because he in a different. He be in a pocket that normally your brain wouldn't even think to go there, and it's like when you hear him do it, it's like how you even find that pocket in the beat. It's like it's different, it's unique,
and even more so like his wordplay.
Yeah,
I think his wordplay, like he get his credit, but I think it's still so underrated because people don't see how his wordplay is. Like his wordplay is like magnificent. So like sometimes like initially hearing a line or a bar from him, I'll be like, huh? Or like, oh, what'd you say?
Right.
But like if I listen to it 6 more times, I'll be calling him like, yo, you wild, bro, you wild. And he'll just be smiling. I know he just be smiling like, yeah, gorilla. So it'd be crazy, bro. The chemistry be crazy. Like that's why I say a lot of my work be like love. It'd be like love. Like I like to work with people that I feel for genuinely or that I believe in too. Like I just know they going hard too. So I can't work with somebody who just like, I'm a rapper. Like he started rapping yesterday, but he ain't do nothing yet. Like it's probably gonna be hard to get a song with me and him.
Do you got joint with Forge?
Yeah. Pull Up. It's called Pull Up. It's streaming on all the platforms. Yeah, that joint crazy too.
And it's crazy, like, you know, I've been listening to Forge since like 2007.
That's a fact.
I need pain music from the both of y'all on a joint because you know he like the king of pain music.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. I actually sent him one for my last album that I think like he would have destroyed. I don't think he had got to it like, you know, like it was the timing was off. But yeah, I had a crazy one for him. But inshallah, we get some more though. Cause we definitely collab nice too, and for me it always be like a surreal feeling going in with him because we grew up listening to him. We grew up like fact. Creed is the best, like nobody messing with Creed, blah blah. You go from that to literally me being in the studio with him and like that time.
Yeah.
And then for real, when it come out and it be good, and it be to me I'll use the word love, like it be love, bro, like. It just be decent, man. And all the people that follow me or follow him, I know they just be appreciating it, like seeing us together or seeing us work together or put our dreams together somehow.
That's a fact.
Yeah, so
y'all definitely carry. You know, I think y'all both had that same sense of like I don't know what to call it. Like I want to say something corny like community, but like the neighborhood love y'all like that. Like you know what I'm saying? Like y'all both get a reaction from where y'all from, like a lot. You know what I mean? Y'all come back and do shows, just build a stand out there. We're going to do a show tonight. Like, you know what I mean? In the park.
Because you know it's a lot of pride in y'all neighborhood, bro. Like, it's a lot of pride from just being from the section, bro.
Yeah. Like, shout out to Tasker. I think, like, I don't like to say geographic, but yeah, we probably like the most geographical people.
It is because, like listen, if you meet a person from Tasker, like, they going to tell you they from Tasker.
Yeah, they're not gonna say South Philly.
Right.
They might tell you South Philly,
but they're gonna
get off Tasker.
Right. They're gonna say I never met a person from Tasker that isn't like, yo, I'm from Tasker. Like y'all just like it's just the pride, and you know what I'm saying. Like maybe because it is the end. Like and you know what I'm saying. Like that's. And just I ain't gonna lie,
it's just like something in the air when you come up out there to just be like, yeah, like this. I don't know because I grew up in the see everybody else love their neighborhood. I'm like, oh, we always growing up somewhere thinking the same thing about one corner, you get what I'm saying? But for real, realistically, like being out there, bro, it was the love was different. Even because like we lost friends at a younger age, like the love and the bonds we had was different. Like we said, we departed from each other differently. Like I love you and was hugging each other 10, 15 years ago. Like you get what I'm saying? We start shaking hands different. We start, like just the bonds got different fast for us.
Now let's talk about that. I ain't mean to skip over that earlier. Yeah. You know, growing up out there, man, you know, you lost a lot of friends. You probably been losing friends since you was 14, 15 years old. You know, I just always wanted to ask you, like, as a man, like how are you coping with losing friends from the streets?
I think it ain't. My answer is like it's not really one answer, but sometimes I do stuff I shouldn't do. Like I may roll up, smoke a L. Sometimes I may want to drink. Sometimes I may want to pick up the phone and vent, or go to sit with somebody and vent. Sometimes I don't want to be bothered. Like it get crazy. Like we see death happen too often. Like something I think is inhumane, but it's said that it's a reality for us, like a lot of people I grew up with. But the way we see death is like some Armageddon, military style type. It's not real, and some people cope with it like in bad ways. Some people cope with it, move away from it. Some people try to like just act like it don't exist. But I think it's really no coping with it, bro. Until like the shit stop, like until the madness stop, it's gonna be no coping with it because everything we doing is just like substituting reality or snatching your mind off of it for a second. Whether you try to sleep it off, whether you do something to somebody, like you only gonna feel a sense of gratification for so long. But losing somebody is forever. Like that person going forever. You get what I'm saying? So you feel defeated again once you peep like, oh, I did this, but my friend still ain't come back. You feel defeated. So I feel like that sense of, I don't say hopelessness, but like, yeah.
I mean, I really think of you a lot. Like, I had, like, obviously I'm not in the streets. I didn't lose anybody that way, right? Yeah. But like I've had teammates die from sicknesses. Yeah. Like might have had cancer, died in a car accident, might have committed suicide. That's even a whole different type of loss, right? And we talk about growing up in this neighborhood that's super tight knit. All these blocks in our neighborhood get along. Sorry about that. All these blocks in our neighborhood get along, and like a lot of people, like really really close to you, have left. You know what I mean? And like or been taken away from you. You know what I mean? And I just always, I think about you. I worry about you in that way. So that's why I wanted to ask. How you been dealing. I'm sure people nobody walk to you up every day like, man, how you doing for real?
Yeah, they don't. A lot of people ask about music. A lot of people. I mean, I get some people. It's like some old heads in the neighborhood. They be like, yo, how the family doing? Like it's certain old heads. I got an old head named Mr. Kenny. Every time I ever seen him, he asks about my family. You know what I'm saying? And it really make me feel good. It just reminds you that it's like still good people out there. And I remember you asked me before we was talking not too long ago, like, you still be out there, blah, blah, blah. A lot of this stuff still in the neighborhood keep me grounded, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, and you know me personally, like, we had it good, but, like, I don't know, a lot of stuff keep me grounded, bro, because I think I saw the good side of the streets and I saw the bad side. Like, I wasn't one of the most getting money people out there, but, like, I had my fair share of, like, doing what I wanted to, like, as far as getting couple dollars and stuff. So like I think I'll be out there to be grounded too. Like that stuff like seeing all them deaths and being around it, which is what's occurring in Philly, that keeps me on my toes. Like, you get what I'm saying? I watch myself more than the average person. Even though I don't think it's good. Like I think it's like bad that a human being, like we gotta live like that. You get what I'm saying? Once wasn't like this, but it keep you on your toes. Like always a gift and a curse to it, man. To being out there. And it's like you love where you come from, but you have to like, you can't move off of your heart and your emotions. You gotta go with your brain. Like you gotta go with longevity and like freedom and shit like that. So that's what we be on, but at the same time it's survival of the fittest. So you be there, you just gotta like deal with what's going on. You gotta cope with it.
Rick, like, he do stuff that we, like our old heads did to us. We playing football on the block, he started playing football with the youngins.
All right.
Like he like that, like, and like that's how grounded he is.
Today. Like, yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like, no, because especially rapping in Philly, like, I get like daily, it's probably like girls DMing me like some stuff that like men want to be DM'd. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just like literally, so like to go back to like where we came from and do the same thing for my people, or just be like, I can sweep the block for them, or like I can get on my one knee and tie a kid's shoe. You get what I'm saying? Just like I'm not bigger than, you get what I'm saying? No matter how much they love me or saw me on YouTube or think it's TV, like I try to keep myself like level headed. I think that I always thought that it helped me get into the industry better, or like just like
make it more personable.
You know what I'm saying? Even better as a person. Like that's one thing I love about the neighborhood. Like they keep me grounded.
Do you feel like you got like a stereotype around you, like the industry is like do you feel like it's things in the industry that they're not attracted to certain artists for, right? So do you feel like you have to like move a type of way, or you have to give off a type of image to be more approachable by the industry, I guess?
Yes, because I almost could say like what they think we are. Like we come from the streets. If we come to your club and there's 17 of us, it's guns, maybe legal guns, maybe illegal gun, but it's just like it's just like, and to be honest, it's just like what it is. But I would have to, me being an artist or trying to get into this industry, I don't personally move certain ways. Like you said, I have to move differently. I can't be in the car with the guns, the drugs. You get what I'm saying? My homies, like, fortunate enough that I have a homie that, like, homies that make sure I ain't doing certain stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? So stuff I was once doing, like, I don't even touch certain stuff no more, like, to be honest. And it's because of, like, tunnel vision on where I want to be at times. You get what I'm saying? Or I got a good, like, support system. Like, I got a good support system. Like, they tell me go to the studio, go to such and such. You know what I'm saying? While everything else is going on, stuff being handled, like, I really just be, like, trying to work and stay focused. And a lot of people, that's their conversation with me. Like, keep doing what you're doing. Don't get caught up. Keep doing what you're doing. And when you 1 foot out there, you got to, like, be on that. You got to, like, stay doing what you're doing. Because you mind somebody's business or you get into something, like, a half a second cost you your life. Back to that decision-making and stuff I was saying. And, like, because of the kids, once again, like, all right, I'm going to do something positive. I'm going to stay away from, which is even my crowd. I'm going to stay away from my crowd a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? I love them to death, so when we around each other, everybody feel the love, but some of my friends I ain't see in a year. Some of my friends I ain't see in 6 months. Some of them I ain't see in 9 months. I love them, but it's just like we got 2 different lanes. It's like me and Lou, we grew apart, but we was like, I always telling you, like, my brother, like, he's one of my first friends in that neighborhood. He was my first friend in that neighborhood, like, real rap, but I ain't never gonna change. It's like basically what I'm gonna say. Like, we ain't never changing. Like, it's just like real. Like, we base it off real vibes, real support, real love. So, like, and my friends believe in it. Like, so I got friends that be like, yo, I had a dream, you made it, and we was such and such, and the girls was this and that. So that shit really be real. Like, my dream is doing something for more people than myself already. Like, you get what I'm saying? Or stuff I even did, like, made people think they could make clothes and stuff like that. So it's like, it's decent.
No, shout out,
core values is crazy,
bro. No, shout outs to them, like, for like you can't
that's
get
a fact.
You can't get in this car. This ain't the car for you. You ride with such and such.
Yeah,
that's hard, bro.
Yeah, that's super dope. Like, even you still grounded in your values and everything, and that's like super dope. Like, it's still like, even whatever decisions you might have made in the streets, you still move with integrity. You still move in a way of like, it's still respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, you respect the kids, and you know what I'm saying? Like, you still.
And I think that's vivid to where it's though, like, it don't look fake like I'm trying to put on, but it's vivid. Like, so when like, if we was to get in the car with y'all and ride out to 31st and Task, and I get out the car, if 5 kids walk past, like, you gonna see like 3 of them, their face gonna light up when they speak to me. You get what I'm saying? Cause we make sure they shoes tied. We tell them that school important. I ain't the one that's like, I ain't putting nothing else in their face. You get what I'm saying? Or making anything else some cool. And I always think kids really can feel that. Like, kids can sense like somebody that just got good intention for them. And I think I get that. That's where I think a lot of my love come from.
Yeah, you blessed for that, man. You blessed for that.
No, but like transitioning out the streets, man, like, and going to get a regular job. Like,
That was hard.
Let's talk about that real life, man, decision. You know what I mean? Like,
that was real hard because I was like chase the green. Like, I was like, when I was hustling, I think I'd be like the first one to come out in the morning. My group of friends, I wasn't getting the most money. I always keep it real. I wasn't getting the most money. I was like the first one coming out, like the last one going in, because just my mentality. Like, and for real, when I get dug into that, there's nothing else more important than, like, outside of family, like, just like handling things, it'd be nothing else more important than that. Like, even if I be like, I gotta pay the bills, it'd be like, I'm gonna get all of this first, and then I'm gonna pay the bills. I'm gonna do all of this, then I'm gonna do this, then I'm gonna do this. Like, get buried in it. But transitioning to a job and me getting up every day and eating what I want, doing what I want, stopping what I'm doing in the streets at whatever time to listening to them, or gotta be on call, wait for my money 2 weeks, the money might be on there, the taxes took out. I was like, yo, bro, I gotta check. And saw the texts, I thought like they was playing, bro. Like, I thought they gave me like I thought they was playing, bro. But it's like, yo, yeah, the system is crazy. But even that, it grounded me again. Like, yeah, this how the world works. So go ahead and get you some ownership and get you some business and entrepreneurship. And that's really like what my mind be on. But I'm also like, because I'm grounded, I can go work in the kitchen and wash dishes to pay the bills. You get what I'm saying? The biggest difference was my lifestyle changing. Like when I stopped being in the streets and doing what I was doing for money in the streets, like the type of girls that I end up talking to start being different. You get what I'm saying? Real rap. And this is what I noticed, but I end up appreciating it because I just feel like it's just setting me up to do bigger and better things. You get what I'm saying? So like, yeah, you stop getting the fast money and you see like people talk to you different. Like the vibes is different. You see like a lot of people fade away. You like, damn, this was my man, Honey Green. He was calling me every day. Damn, I ain't getting that fast money. I see him once a week. And when I see him, he looking at me like he checking my body. Checking my body. It's like he thinks something different. And it just be like, damn. I like, damn. So I like to appreciate a lot of stuff though. Like I appreciate that. I appreciate seeing what's real. You know what I'm saying? I can always appreciate it. So.
Oh man, you got anything else for Ricky, man?
No, I got the questions though.
Yeah, we play this game. We play this game on here called Documented Quality Time, and it's kind of like a this or that. You know, get you gotta pick either or. You know, as a dad, what are you more likely to be caught doing with your kids?
Ready?
You ready?
All right, I'm ready.
Are you more likely to be helping your son with his homework or showing him how to put football equipment on?
Helping him with his homework.
Are you more likely to be out at Six Flags with the kids or in the studio?
With the kids or in the studio by myself?
With the kids.
No.
With the kids.
With the kids.
I'm more likely to be at Six Flags with them.
They ain't gonna go to the studio?
They probably would, but like what's around the studio, I probably don't.
Oh, it's true.
Yeah,
true,
if it was like a private session, I went with him and one friend or something like that. But
True. Are you more likely to buy him a dirt bike or a PS5?
PS5.
True. Are you more likely to be helping your son build a volcano for a science project or help him write a poem for his crush?
Write a poem for his crush.
You ain't messing with no volcano. Are you more likely to be playing WWE on the bed with him or teaching him how to wheelie a dirt bike?
WWE on the bed with him.
Oh man, Ricky, man, we want to thank you for coming on.
We definitely appreciate you,
man. I appreciate y'all a whole lot, man.
Man, you're gonna save some lives, dog. You're gonna save some lives for sure, cuz.
Appreciate y'all. Thanks for having me, man. Ricky Chase the Green, More Than a Dad podcast. All love.
Until next time, y'all.
We out.
More than a dot, more than a dot.